Once upon a time, in a quiet little town, there lived a curious boy named Daniel. Daniel loved exploring places no one else cared about. While other kids played football in the park or watched TV at home, Daniel would spend hours walking down old streets, peeking into abandoned buildings, and imagining stories about them. One sunny afternoon, after school, Daniel decided to take a different path home. It was a narrow lane behind the library, filled with weeds and cracked stones. At the very end of the lane, he noticed something unusual. A rusty iron gate hidden between two tall oak trees. The gate was so covered with ivy and moss that it almost blended into the trees. Daniel stepped closer and brushed away some leaves. He could just make out the shape of the lock, but surprisingly, it wasn't locked at all. With a little push, the gate groaned and slowly creaked open. On the other side was magic. It was a garden, but not like any garden Daniel had ever seen. The air smelled of sweet flowers and fresh rain. Roses of every possible color. Crimson, gold, violet, even blue. Bloomed along winding stone paths. Sunflowers reached high into the sky, their faces following the sun. Butterflies danced above beds of tulips. In the middle of the garden stood a small pond, so still it looked like glass. But what caught Daniel's attention most was a wooden bench placed beside the pond. Its surface was smooth but carved with strange patterns and letters. Daniel walked over and ran his fingers along the carvings. They formed a sentence. Those who listen to nature will hear its secrets. Before Daniel could think about it, a soft whisper floated through the air. It wasn't the wind. It was clearer, almost like a voice. "Welcome, Daniel," it said. Daniel froze. Who's there?" he asked, looking around. "I am the spirit of the hidden garden." The voice replied gently. "You have found a place that only appears to those with a kind and curious heart. If you promise to protect it, I will share its wonders with you." Daniel, still amazed, nodded. "I promise." From that day on, Daniel visited the garden every afternoon. The spirit taught him how flowers talk to bees by changing their scent, how trees send warning signals through their roots, and how the pond could reflect dreams as clearly as it reflected clouds. Daniel learned to sit quietly and simply listen. And when he did, the garden told him stories older than the town itself. One autumn afternoon, the voice became serious. "Daniel, there will come a time when others try to find this place for selfish reasons. You must keep the gate a secret." Daniel agreed, understanding the importance of the promise he had made. Years passed. Daniel grew taller, then became an adult. He left for college, got a job, and lived in the busy world beyond his hometown. But whenever he felt lost, tired, or unsure, he returned to that quiet lane, found the rusty gate, and stepped inside. And each time, the hidden garden greeted him like an old friend, whispering new secrets only he could hear. And so, the boy who once stumbled upon a magical garden remained its guardian for life. A secret keeper, a listener, and a friend to nature's deepest mystery.